Hi, so today's video is about your gifts are inside your body. And what I mean by that is your gifts and your greatest powers in life are actually in your own ability to sense inside your body. Because I'm going to start off by saying the mind, you hear people talking about how, you must connect the mind to the body and the mind and the body must become one. What I'm saying is they're already one. You see, your brain isn't just your brain. Your brain is connected to your brainstem, which then connects to like a series of roots that run all through your body, through your arms, through your legs, everywhere. There is your nervous system, which is kind of like an Ethernet cable or a fiber optic cable, which flashes signals of light. It works at light speed, and this is these signals are literally what you feel when, like, see, if I touch my hand, that is literally what I feel. How I feel is through these signals of light traveling through my body, which is connected to the brain. So the brain is the nervous system. So the mind is the body. It is interconnected through these roots. And the next step is, it's like understanding that we work on sense perception just like a computer would. So a computer works off of a mouse or a trackpad, and the input is sliding your finger on that trackpad, moving the mouse. And so as you click, it tells the computer to click here. As you feel pain in your body, as you feel an emotion, it is sending a signal back up wherever the pain is felt, up to the brain, and then the brain is like a chemistry lab, which then creates the medicine and sends it back. So when we use something like painkillers, we're actually stopping the natural healing process. We're actually stopping the signals from being sent. And it's not just painkillers. It's the series of events that have happened in our life, and the reason why the world might seem so cold, or the world might seem like non-empathetic, is because there are two sides to this nervous system. There is the autonomic nervous system, which is, they're both kind of self-explanatory. There's autonomic, like auto, so it's automatic. These are just the conditioned things, like when you grow up as a child, these responses to adversity, these responses, to things that happen, you might have a reaction to complain, or a reaction to, think the worst outcome, or you could have the reaction to have a positive outcome. Like that, it's the same thing. Like it's not a bad side of the nervous system. But then we have the parasympathetic nervous system, which, sympathy is, but I like to refer to it as empathy, because sympathy is a bit different, but empathy is really what it's about, because this side allows you to first off feel what you're feeling and empathize with yourself. That is the first step. But then it's about being able to feel into what other people are feeling and how other people feel. And this, of course, can also be a double-edged sword. Like you don't want to, a lot of people, if you vibe with the word empath, you could actually have a problem with feeling other people's energy too much, and yeah, like getting lost in other people's energy, feeling, when you walk in a room, you might get anxiety and you might think that everyone's watching you, but you're really absorbing and feeling everyone else's energy. But the good news is, no matter what side of the fence you're on, if you can't feel, or if you feel too much, the solution is the same. And it always comes back to the self, and realizing that the mind and the body are connected as one, and getting back into your own energy of feeling inside your body. And so, just like it's like realizing that the physical and the emotional are also the same, just in the same that the mind and the body are the same. So, the physical, like when we feel physical pain, or say, like when I got an injury, I couldn't play basketball anymore. So that caused me emotional pain. And in the same way, it can go vice versa. So it can go, emotional pain can also cause physical pain. And it's kind of like chicken or the egg. But, you can have, someone might call you a bad name, and that can cause emotional pain, which then, you don't resolve that. You don't feel how that actually felt. You don't empathize, even empathize with what that person who called you that, is going through, and why they did that. You might be a child, and you might not understand that, they have their own problems. It might have been something they heard their parents say, and so you never actually resolve it. And then not resolving it causes you to actually block off these signals. And when you're a child, the pain can be too much. If someone wasn't there for you to help you process that pain, it can be too much. And so what we start to do is, through our autonomic nervous system, our automatic nervous system, we start to block off all these signals. We start to block off everything. And so now our body isn't sending the signals back and forth. Our body isn't regulating itself. It isn't sending the medicine. And so the solution to this is to, if you have pain in your body, first of all, feel it. So close your eyes, drop into a meditative state, realize that your thoughts flow like water. They, you listen to the sounds around you. Like it might be the wind, or, you could put on, the sound of water. You can look that up on YouTube and put some headphones on and just listen to the sounds around you first, and then, let the thoughts in your mind flow like water. Realize that they're not yours. These thoughts that, pester you and bug you are not your thoughts. So let them just flow. Don't try and control them or even, react to them. Just let them flow. And then seek out any pain inside your body. Seek it out and feel into it, like you're diving into it, like you're going into it with an intention to, regulate and feel, and realize that feeling this pain, and any sensation for that matter, even if it's just you tapping your hand and you feel that tapping, feel that sensation and realize that that is repairing the nervous system, that is repairing the signals, that is repairing your own body's natural ability to send medicine to itself. That is ultimate healing. And so another one is, you can start with your hand. Your hand is actually what's scientifically known as a portal. So you'll notice, and so your feet is in top of your head. So you notice that, when you're in bed, if you put one foot out from the blanket, that's because your foot is a portal. And so you can start with these points because they are highly attuned to feeling. Like, your hands are meant to feel, like you're meant to grab things and feel things with your hands. So that they have the strongest signal to the nervous system. So you start with these, and you can just take it slow, but you start to feel your hand, and then once you're confident with feeling your hand, you move that down, and you apply the same thing, or feeling your hand, the same sensation, to feeling your arm, and then you're feeling your elbow, and then you're feeling your bicep, and then you're feeling your chest, and now you go through your whole body, and now you're feeling your whole body, and you're actually regulating your emotions. You're regulating these pain sensations, and you're opening yourself up to a parasympathetic nervous system experience. And it's really profound. Like, it might seem cliche or obvious, but it's really profound, because if you think about it, how humans rose to power, like, it's really, really difficult to do things in a group. Like, if you've ever, done a group project, or, played a video game or something like that, like, it's actually really difficult to communicate with other humans. And so think about it. If you could sense exactly what your neighbor is going through, you could sense exactly what another group member is going through, imagine how you could assist them. Imagine how, you could work together so much more harmoniously. And so I'm spreading this message because when we feel into our nervous system and activate this parasympathetic, that is unlocking our gifts, one of our greatest gifts as humans, to work together and, create a better world. So that is the greatest gift, really. But on a deeper and spiritual level, as we unlock this bodily function, this bodily senses, you know, this increases our awareness. And so, you might have heard people say the brain is like a receiver. And I'm saying, the brain is also the nervous system. So the whole entire body is actually a receiver. And so as you increase the awareness of yourself, that's the first step. You increase your awareness of yourself, empathize with yourself, and then you're able to empathize with others. And now you're able to empathize with, greater spiritual feelings and, like people talk about enlightenment. You're able to resonate with different frequencies, and you're able to start to control that dial, like on a radio. You're able to start to tune in to different feelings that you actually want to feel. So say you want to feel happy. Once you've actually done those steps, you can tune into the feeling of happiness and start to feel happy. Like, it might sound like I'm saying, oh, just be happy, but no, that's not it at all. There's steps involved so that you can tune your body to certain feelings in the same way that you could feel someone else's energy. You can start to tune into the feelings that you actually want to feel, and that's the final step. And like, imagine, you don't take action in your life, or you don't do the things that you want. Say you wanted to start a YouTube channel. You don't do that because you're in fear. You're experiencing a negative emotion. But if you felt that fear and, worked with it, and then you're expanding your awareness, you're expanding your natural abilities to tune into certain feelings, you can then tune into love, self-love for yourself, realize that you're valuable, and you can tune into these frequencies that, would allow you to take action and do the things that you want. I'm not saying it's some magic thing that instantly happens, but these are the steps that, you take, that you need to take so that you can do the things that you want, so you can be free from fear. So yeah, that was a bit of a download, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll leave my socials down below if anyone needs to chat or, comment if you have a question. I'll always love answering questions. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.